The SAHRC started holding the water and sanitation hearings. What prompted your office to take up this issue?
You will remember we first conducted an investigation in Makassar, a township in Cape Town, where they had enclosed toilets, and we made a finding there. And that was followed by another investigation in the Free State, Makassar location. So that revealed that there must be a systemic problem, and we suspected that it cannot only be Cape Town and Free State that are affected. And one of our recommendations in the Makassar finding was that the Minister of Housing and Human Settlement must make an assessment country-wise to give an indication of all the areas where, for instance, they still have bucket system, and also to give us a program of action indicating how long will it take them before they eradicate the bucket system.
Yeah.
And in the process, we decided to choose water and sanitation as our main focus, human right point, that we're going to rally around for the 2012-2013 year. And we decided to conduct an investigation countrywide, and we went to all the 9 provinces where we conducted the hearing to get more information, evidence around water and sanitation.
Let's talk about some of these findings now. What stood out for you?
I think what stood out most is that there is still a much bigger challenge in the country in terms of sanitation in particular. Particularly that in many of the schools, many people who came to make presentations to us graphically, told us how difficult it is, particularly for school children during their menstrual period, where there's completely no toilet at school, and that it was affecting children's attendance at school. Yeah. You can imagine when that happens and there's no toilet there, and some of these children are very poor because it is usually in far-flung schools in rural areas that are directly affected. Yeah. That was the most touching one. But at the same time, it was also very bad to note that 19 years into democracy, we still have areas where there are bucket system. I know we even walked around Kayalisha, where we also went and saw some of the bucket systems in there, and also taking some time before they were collected. It was just a very bad sight. And what is even worse is that where this is happening is more prevalent, is the former Bantustans, as you know, the township in particular, where only blacks are resident, blacks and the poor, and in the rural area.
Yeah, it's absolutely devastating what you're telling me, because I almost feel like sometimes the situation is downplayed by government, that they, we're on top of it, we're getting to the bottom of it, we're going to eradicate the system, but it's still there, and it appears that it's more evident than we are led to believe. Is this just what I'm gathering from you, or is that a fact?
I think it is a fact. Imagine, for instance, you go to areas where you have disabled persons, where the toilet is not suited for a disabled person, and you ask yourself a question: what happens to those people? Because there's no provisions for such people in such area. It's one of the badly affected sector of our community.
I know, before I let you go, I know the Madaka municipality's failure to appear before the Commission over enclosed toilets is also an issue. Do you have an update for us on this?
Yes, they immediately the following day, they wrote to us apologizing profusely for failing to come. I may say that even our subpoena was a little bit sent to them very late. Yeah. And there were, in fact, officials from the municipalities who attended. and they apologized, and they have already submitted a report.
Okay. All right, good.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, so it's moving forward.
Yes.
Advocate, thank you very much for talking to us. I know there's so much more to talk about, but
Yes.
unfortunately we have to leave it there for this morning.
Okay.
Advocate Lawrence Mushwana, who is the chairperson of the South African Human Rights Council, talking
Commission.
to us. Commission. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Talking to us here on Morning Live about water and sanitation and the status in South Africa. Not that good, unfortunately.